Suck passe, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be doing a video. This is the third video for the lesson for C++. One of the first things we're gonna do today is we're gonna try out the sin integer. We're gonna use operators like and, or today. So those are very important operators that we're gonna be using for this video, and we're gonna play around with the names, what you do for a living, and kind of like hobbies and things like that. So let's get to it. So over here, we're gonna start with include the string, include string. Okay, also include the string, the string. What's going on? Okay, and we're gonna also include the string. Just because I'm gonna be using that later, for the purpose of getting get line. All right. I'm also gonna using namespace std. Okay, and then std. Okay, I'm gonna keep it at that. We're gonna put I'm gonna put main. We're gonna open the parentheses. All right. Over here, we're gonna say int age. All right. The purpose of this programming is to make sure, like, hey, you understand, like, what if statements are, what is like greater than, equal to, all those things. All right. So that's the purpose of it. Okay. So we're gonna continue. Let's make sure to put your semicolons. We're gonna say cout into your age. Okay. And then we're gonna sin. All right. Age here, just so the user can input their age. Over here, we're gonna say if age, let's say if, open your parentheses, if age is inferior than 13, right? Then what can we say about this? Age inferior than 13. I'm gonna make sure I close this first. Okay, open parentheses here. If age is inferior than 13, cout, like your kid, your child is like you're a child, right? You're a child, right? So you can just put this the way it is here. You are a child, all right? Period. Okay, and then we're gonna continue here. And L, which we should have put this, okay? And then else if, we're gonna say if age, in between the age of like 13 and, let's say 13 and 13 and, how can I put this? 13 and 20, you're a teenager, right? Let's do that. Okay. That's another parenthesis. We're gonna say else if. I want to look too messy. Else if, okay. Let's say age. We're gonna say between 13 and, okay. So for n, that means like it's too positive, okay? And ors, you have to understand those things when it comes to coding, okay? There's a book about that too, and we're gonna say 20 and greater than 20. That means everything that's in between the age of 13 and between 20, okay? So we're gonna continue here. That means you're a teenager, okay? What's going on? Okay, let's see. All right. We're gonna say see out you are a, you know what I mean, teenager. Boom, period. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna say an L, continue here. All right. Else you are an adult. All right. Right. If somebody is between the age of 20 and 40 and 65, you are an adult. Right. And anything else, you are a senior. Okay. So we're gonna run the code. Okay, we're gonna run it. Let's see. So over here, as you can see, I'm gonna put. Let's say I'm gonna put. I'm 12 years old. Right. You're a child. Right. So the computer is gonna say. So we're gonna try one more time. We're gonna put. I am 16 in this case. You're a teenager. Right. That's the alpha statements that's being used over here. What you see in line uh, 12. Okay. So that's what it's saying right here. If you're in between that age group, that means you are this. Okay. We're gonna run it one more time. We're gonna say, I don't know, I am 20 plus. Okay. All right. 20 and 20 plus. You gotta understand this is saying like if you're 20 plus, that means you are in that age group. All right. Let me just stop it one more time. Okay. Let me see. Put 20. Let's see what 20 is saying. All right, you are an adult. Okay. The reason why it's not here is because else if in line 12 is between age 13 and 20. All right. Anything above 20 and anything above 65, you are a senior. Okay. Else anything above 65, you are a senior. All right. Now we're gonna do another exercise. The other exercise is to show you how to put get line, which is like using strings to input. When you use sin here, you input an integer. Now we're gonna try to input a string. Okay, a string is for like names and things like that. Okay, let's go. All right, we're gonna play around with it a little bit more. Let's go like this. We're gonna delete these, and we're gonna say string name. All right. Okay, we're gonna also create like a string for a hubby. If you have a hubby, you can do anything with this. Okay, let's say string hubby. All right, and then we're gonna say, I don't know, let's put, let's see, there's like a parentheses here. String hubby. We're gonna say C out, enter your name. All right, in the situation. All right, and we're gonna continue one more step here. Okay, and then we're gonna, in this case, right, that's what we're gonna put the get line. Okay, because right here we're gonna call strings. Okay, let me create some space so you can see. All right, so we're gonna say get line and then send name. Okay, boom. We're gonna do the same for see out your enter your hubby. Okay, skip a line, and we're also gonna do the same for the hubby. Okay, so here see out enter your hubby, and we're gonna continue. In this case, what I can play around with is this. Or I could be like, hey, if name you must enter both name and you see if name, right, if name is empty, is the variable name if it is empty, or if hobby is empty. Okay, what does that mean? That would mean that you haven't entered either. That means you would have to enter them. Okay, this two bars means like or. Okay, we're gonna say or period empty, hobby empty. Boom. Always make sure to put this parentheses right here. Always make sure. Okay, and we're gonna open the if statement here. So we're gonna see out enter. You must enter both your name and hobby. Okay, and we're gonna say, hey, you must enter both your name and hobby, and we're gonna end it here. Else, You know what I mean? Else, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna say else. My name is, and put I like. You know, uh, uh, maybe I wanna be like I like. I like to do this. I like to do this maybe. All right. I like to do this. It could be anything. All right. And we're gonna run the code. There's an error in the compiler here. What is that? So over here, I was missing one of these right here. Okay, the brackets. I was missing to have another bracket here. All right. Because of the at main opening. All right. That's why. So we're gonna run it again. We're gonna say what we're using right here is TechFinney. All right. I like to ride motorcycles. Okay. Cycle. All right. Hello, TechFinney. I like to do this. I like to. Let's not do it. I like to. Let's do. I like to. Okay. One of the game. Finney. Riding. Motorcycle. Let's go. Finney. Finney. Let's say. I am Finney. Run it one more time. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Ride. Or say code. Right. Hi Finney. I'm Finney. I like to code. All right. Fairly easy. Very quick. Okay. Boom. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you learned something new, as I said before, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.